garden. Is that a word? All right, did you guys get water? Or are you coming back outside? I'll just leave the door open for now so the puppies can come and go as they please. Do I need any more of these shovels? No. And I already fertilized the soil the other day. This is so exciting, you guys. Okay. Oh, shoot. Before I get too into it, let me go get my other basil. I bought a really, really nice looking basil. The other basil that's out there, I grew it from being like a little tiny piece of basil and it was much smaller. But I bought this one that's huge. And then I have to like plant, I have to do so much gardening today. It's not even funny. My mom just kind of like, yesterday was Mother's Day, so I was with her. She just sent me home with a bunch of plants. So it's kind of like more garden work for me. But at least because I've been growing the tomato and the pepper and the basil in a pot since, I don't know when I started. I know I grew that the latest. I got the tomato and that at the same time. Tomato's a little bit dirty now. That stinks. Really stinks. Maybe the water will knock some of that off, but that's right on its bloom. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start peeling off the rest of these things, these wrappers. All these little things like this. Guess it would help to have my shovel to cut this. Let me get my shovel. So I'm thinking about putting the basil right here, one of them. That's the thing, I don't really know the order I want to put stuff. So I think I'm going to put my small basil over there for now. But let me take this plastic off. Thank you, Rudolph. Do you like gardening too? Okay, so got that one, but I'm gonna take this basil over to that corner and plant it right here. I think this is the perfect place for it. And I know that the basil has some properties too to keep pests away, so that's good. Oh no, now my basil's covered in dirt too. Again, I'm just kind of loosening the roots so that they can grow easier in their new home. Hey Rocco, you gonna come help me garden? I love basil. I could cook basil in like everything. And it smells so good. Oh, this is making me so happy. Okay, so next I'm going to, I think I'm going to put in one of the peppers. Bring everything over here. And we'll start on this side. I think I'm going to put my jalapeno right here. Maybe my bell pepper. This is so hard to make up these decisions. It's really nice when the soil is so nice and easy to work with too. There we go. Dumping it upside down might not be the best thing to do. Oh, look at all that root system. Yeah. I feel bad for these because they've been in the pots for so long, and I don't want to stress out the plants too much. I just recently learned that myself, that if you don't treat the plants right, they'll get stressed out. And I don't want that. Oh yes. It's already looking so pretty. Okay. Now I think I'm going to go ahead and do another herb somewhere, or maybe I'll put some peppers over there. I'm just trying to keep it like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like alternate vegetables and herbs so that I have the pest protecting properties available around the vegetables, like surrounding them. I don't know. This is kind of the first time I've tried this, so it's all a learning experience for me, basically. So I think I'm going to put this jalapeno somewhere in this area. Because I don't want to hog up too much of my tomato's space. I want my tomato to have plenty of room to grow. I do think it's cool that these pots were made in Canada. So was I. So yeah, I just peel the little paper off. Put that in the compost. Which that's what I did with this garden. I should have showed you guys, but I did compost on the very bottom. And then I put a little bit of cardboard down there to keep the weeds from coming up. I tilled the ground underneath it too, but wanted to keep the weeds from coming up. And then I just covered it with topsoil and some Miracle-Gro. Oops. Getting that lemon basil all, or the lemon balm all dirty. And then I have some little fencing. However, I was at Walmart today and I saw some chicken wire that was a little bit more easily, I don't know, accessible, like easier to look at and know what I'm getting at Walmart than it was when I was at Home Depot. So, I don't know. I have plastic stuff right now, but maybe I will get the metal stuff instead. Okay, so there's a jalapeno. I always like labeling it. I always thought that was cute when I was growing up, and I would do this stuff with my mom. I always thought that was cute, just labeling everything. Okay, so I have a few more things to plant, and we'll be done. I'm thinking about putting lettuce on that side, because lettuce is a fun one, but we'll see. I want to get some marigolds too. Get some pretty flowers coming in here. But that's one thing about this pineapple sage. And then I do have some seeds in the house, but I have to go look at what those seeds are. I don't remember. I bought them so long ago that I don't even remember. But yeah, those are supposed to grow little flowers like that and attract hummingbirds. Oh yeah, these are all so ready to go in the ground. I almost feel bad. But I mean, my yard's so weird with this big old tree that I was showing you. So it's like, but I just had to try this. I don't know. I guess it's also because I've been composting for like 8 months. So I just kind of wanted to put some stuff into action. And see what would happen. Sometimes that's the best way to do things. If you guys can learn anything about this drawn out gardening live stream, it's that sometimes the best way to get something done, if you don't know what you're doing and all that type of stuff, or you don't know where to start, sometimes just putting something into action and just like going out and just doing whatever is better than just like sitting around and thinking about it. And, you know, because you're never going to succeed from just successes. Like, without failures and without trying stuff and failing, how would you know how to progress, what to do next time? You've got to fail. It's so essential to fail. Just like if those are too close, I'll learn soon enough. But from what I saw on YouTube, I don't think it's going to be too bad. Because they were putting stuff like right on top of each other, but that was all like really young, much more young stuff that they were planting. All my stuff's kind of like been growing. I've had it out here in the sun and been watering it. What are you guys barking at? I don't know if somebody's here or what. Whatever. They'll get them for me. They'll protect me. They're good watchdogs. So this rosemary, I don't know where I'm going to put this. But I love this rosemary. It's really delicious. Actually, I think I do know where I'm going to put it. I'm going to stick it right here. I like this spot for the rosemary. This is probably like the worst video ever. That's okay though. I'm just really upset because I got banned live streaming on one of my other accounts today. So, I don't know. I just like to live stream. It's fun. But it's too bad because my other live stream account that I was using, I just started it, but like a lot of people would come to watch, and that's always fun. It's always fun having people to interact with. But yeah, I'm so used to camming that it's fun sometimes to live stream when I'm not camming, but people like nudes. Ooh, yeah, that needs to be in the ground really bad. You want the root to be whiter. See how those are kind of yellowish? Too much moisture. There we go. Got the root nice and loosened now. It's ready to go in the ground. I've been cooking with this rosemary for the last few days. It's been really good. Accidentally too, because the first time that I cooked with it was because a piece just broke off. So I was like, I'm not going to waste that. I'm going to take that inside and cook it. And it was so good. Okay. This is so much fun. Probably not for y'all, but definitely for me. Okay, so this basil needs to go next. I have one more bell pepper. So right now I mostly have like herbs, but that's because I'm all about flavor. I need to take this hairband off. It's all covered in soil. I really like flavor. But I am going to get more vegetables. That's what the other part of the garden is going to be, most likely. Let's see. Where am I going to stick this dill? I almost feel like I should stick the dill right there. But again, I just don't want to put too much stuff in one place, but it's all learning experience. But that's what I was told on other YouTube things, is that, you know, a 4x4, you have a lot more space than you think to grow. And I would imagine these herbs don't take up too much root space. I'd imagine it's more so the vegetables that do that. Mm-hmm. That one came out really easy. Okay, so since my one basil's over here, I'm gonna put this basil over here. Yeah, the last time I tried to grow basil, I lived at my parents' house. And it really didn't go over well. It died fast. But I also didn't know as much as I know now about gardening. You know, I didn't even know that I needed to, like, if I'm going to leave it in a pot, you need to repot it and you can't leave it in this. I didn't know that when I was living at my parents' house. But now I do. But this one's still looking really good. Roots and everything. Roots look good. See how these are a little bit whiter looking almost on the bottom? Less yellowy, browny. And this basil just smells delicious right now. Oh my gosh. I hung out with some Italian people and they got me really into basil. Now I'm obsessed. Now I have. But this was sitting in my garage overnight. So it's a little bit droopy. It needs sun. And it'll need some water probably because it's in the new soil. But it was definitely nice and moist. But the sun will help pick it up and make it look more alive again. Even though it's weird because in the store, they're in the very back of the store. So I mean, and then the lady who bagged them kind of squished some of my basil, but that's okay. I'm not going to fault her for that. There's more important things for me to worry about. But yeah, I guess maybe they thrive off like the fluorescent lights or something. Don't know. Probably gonna line this area right here with more herbs. So I'll go ahead and put this sage over here while I'm at it. Whoops. Now everything's a mess. But that's just me. I'm just a messy person, so I guess it's only natural for me to be making a mess of everything right now. I'm kind of hoping that this sage, like, that I could potentially make a smudge from it. But we'll see if garden sage is what you use that for. I don't know if anyone's familiar with smudges, but I like them. And apparently it brings good energy forth. So I just like to bring good energy into my life and others. These roots look weird. Okay, so there's our sage. This basil might need a crutch or something to help it stay up. Oh, goodness. Okay, so, oops. I have one thing left to plant, which is a pepper. So, I'm going to put the pepper I think right here, because I think I'm going to put some flowers in the middle. And then I'm going to bring some lettuce, because as you can see, that's everything I have. This last pepper is my last pepper that I have to plant. And I still have more than half of a garden space. So that's really good. Let me put my fern leaf dill little sign in. Oops. Okay, so this pepper, it's either going to go right there or right there. I'm thinking right here. So it can be on the edge, and when it comes time to be harvested, it'll be easy to do so. This one's a purple bell pepper, which I've never eaten or actually seen, I guess, in actual real life before. So since all this is kind of an experiment for me, I figured why not get one. But I do like, whether you use this to plant it or not, I do like the fact that they're making biodegradable pots, so you don't have a bunch of like plastic pots just strewn around. Because I mean, I shoot a BB gun at some of my old flower pots over there. I'll show you guys my BB gun target before I leave. And then, I don't know what I'm doing next. Probably gonna shower and get ready to cam for the evening. Oh, and probably do some more potting, since that needs to be done. But again, just loosening all this up, get those roots out so that when they get in the soil, they're not so tangled and they're ready to kind of grow deeper and further. Something I learned from a YouTuber that was showing me a bunch of stuff about peppers and tomatoes. So hopefully their advice can help me be successful growing peppers and tomatoes. I almost did this the other day. I had my friend film me so that I could just make a video out of it, but that didn't work. Oh, we lost a leaf. Try to propagate that, but I'm not exactly sure what I'd need to do to propagate that. If it could just be propagated in water, or if there's another routine. So there you have it. Everything has been planted. Just have to clean up my mess. Rocco, do you like the new garden? Of course you do. Holy crap. I did that for 30 minutes. No wonder why no one's watching. I'm just kidding. I had fun. I had fun, and I wanted to keep a memory of my first garden. That's what a lot of this stuff is for me. And then again, I'm not gonna bury it right now because I don't have my shovel. But there's my compost heap. Which this compost heap, it started out because when we moved here, it was like a fire pit / like junk pit. Like people were just throwing their junk there. So turned it into a compost because I eat so many vegetables. I had to put them somewhere. But I'm going to turn this into a garden bed as well. And then I'm going to make a raised compost so that I can start composting with something that's about chest high opposed to that height, because from what I've learned is the more height you have for your compost, the easier it is for it to break down and like create that heat, and that's what helps speed up the process of everything breaking down and making it even possible to break down to begin with. So the higher you can go for compost is almost the more efficient. So thinking about turning that, actually not even thinking, the original plan was to turn that into a garden bed, and my friend, he helps me dig it, but he just keeps digging it wider and wider and wider, and I'm like, no, you're gonna make the whole you're gonna make the whole yard compost. So gotta do something about that. And then I'm just gonna build something out of wood or something that I can compost out of. Yeah. I'm gonna water this now. Hopefully that basil stands up on its own. See how that basil's standing up just fine. So that should be good for now. Since everything was very well watered before I potted it, and the soil was kind of watered too, but probably come out here after some sunlight and water it again, or this evening before I go to bed. Come out and water again when the sun goes down. It's my purple bell. So yeah, I have a garden now. Oh, whoops, it switched back around. I have a garden now. So I'm gonna go throw away my trash, but let me show you my BB gun shooting range really quick, and then I'm going. Because I doubt anyone watches all 30 minutes of this, but I guess if you're a fan, maybe you will. But yeah, look at that. So much fun. Anywho, have a great day, you guys. Go out and plant something and watch it grow.